Alongside Rob Lewis, I'm Austin Price. 2-minute drill as we've got Rocky Top on the bagpipes here on campus. Rob, Tennessee and Georgia coming up at 3:30. A game where Tennessee will face their best defense today. Georgia's just really, really good, and they'll do so without Tyon Evans, who will not play in this football game.
I think that's a blow, AP, because I mean it was going to be tough to run the ball on these guys regardless. But not having your best running back going into a matchup with these cats who are giving up 80 yards a game on the ground, really tough.
For me, Tennessee's got to withstand the early push by Georgia's defense to make some plays and really take the crowd out of this football game. To me, if Tennessee can be there at the end of the first quarter, they've got a shot. If I'm a Tennessee fan, I'm fearful of falling behind and getting kind of piled underneath an avalanche in that first quarter.
Yeah, I agree, AP. I think it's not so much points. You got to just get some first downs. Don't go 3 and out.
Let your defense rest.
Get your defense some rest. Move the chains. Don't let Georgia's defense kind of just dictate how everything goes in the early going.
For me, I think one of the keys in this football game is how Tennessee tackles. And one of the problems I think Tennessee had last week being, they're just kind of light at linebacker. I think that could rear its ugly head again against some bigger Georgia tailbacks.
I think it's a huge factor, AP. Linebacker and safety, tackling, angles, execution. And Georgia is not really that explosive, but they just grind you.
They grind on you. They lean on you.
They average, 4 or 5 yards a carry. They're not necessarily a big play, explosive running attack, but they keep it in 2nd and 6, 3rd and 2. And one thing Tennessee did not do last week in Kentucky that they've done a great job of all year is create those negative plays in the ground game and to really let Kentucky stay on schedule.
I will say this as well. The health of Jabari Small, who will play in this football game, Tennessee's got to hope that shoulder holds up, and he can give them a full game, because if they have to turn to Jalen Wright and then, who knows what after that, it could be a long day. Just because the pass protection standpoint, Jabari Small, even though he's not a big guy, he pass protects much better than the other guys that are available today.
You saw the 5 sacks at Kentucky last week, and you immediately thought the offensive line didn't have a good night. I mean, that was partly true, but the running backs had a big hand in that.
He is Rob Lewis. I'm Austin Price. Tennessee and Georgia coming up at 3:30. That game on CBS.